I like the idea of making your own fantasy. I sort of have miniature fantasy worlds out there. And sometimes I'm just so into putting that bead down that there's nothing in my head except that bead. Every year I work more on it. And we'll be working on it forever, I think. Oh, there we go. This is the very intricate craft part. I've been working on the house for about 10 years. Particularly got into it after 9/11, where I didn't want to be alone in my studio. I had no idea what I was doing when I started. So I just began letting the mosaics do the talking. It took on its own narrative. I use anything I can find, and a lot of stuff is brought to me by the neighborhood. Coming out the door, about once a week I find something left. The neighborhood, gets antsy when I don't work on it for a while. Aren't you going to get back to work on your house? Aren't you going to do more? And now the house is in guidebooks, so it's on walking tours. I wanted to be out talking to people. It's allowed me to meet everyone in the neighborhood, literally. And I heard a lot of stories. People told me they liked stories, and I sort of was a mosaic shrink because I was working and going, But the part I think I liked the best was when people told me that it made them feel good, that it made them happy, because that was my intent, was to do something celebratory. Where we are is Borum Hill. We've been in the house over 40 years. We were the integrating factor on the block, literally. It was drug central. In fact, my window boxes were used as a drug drop, as I found out later, by the junkie across the street. I think some people hate it, who want the neighborhood to be gentrified and brownstony, but they'll just have to live with it because I was here before them. I personally will never leave here. I mean, they'll carry me out in a box, but I'm not leaving. I'm Susan Gardner, and I'm an artist, and I am a New Yorker.